So the second part of third unit is stream-based IO or Java IO stream, and it is of course a built-in package, Java.io package. So in this topic, we will be studying about what are the classes that are present in the Java.io package and how these packages are useful in writing the programs and how they can be utilized to explore our applications, these classes, how these classes can be used to write the Java code for some particular applications by the user. So here Java performs IO through streams. A stream is linked to a physical layer by Java IO system to make input and output operation in Java. So because the package name is java.io, especially this package will be talking about input and output, how the input and output operations can be handled using this package. In general, a stream means continuous flow of data. Streams are clean way to deal with input or output without having every part of your code understand the physical. So here Java encapsulates stream under java.io package. As I said, the stream is encapsulated in the java.io package. Java defines two types of streams. One is byte stream, the other one is character stream. So we have two types of streams. One is byte stream, the other one is character stream. So byte stream provides a convenient means for handling input and output of byte, whereas character stream provides a convenient means for handling input and output characteristics, input and output of characters. So character stream uses Unicode and therefore it can be internationalized. So character stream uses Unicode, any language characters can be coded in this. So this character stream uses Unicode. So these are the two different streams that are there in the java.io package. The one is byte stream, the other one is character stream. So now let us take up what is byte stream class. So byte stream is defined by using two abstract class at the top of hierarchy. They are input stream and output stream. So byte stream is a class and it is subdivided into two abstract classes, input stream abstract class and output stream abstract class. So the two abstract classes have several concrete classes that handle various devices such as disk, files, network connection, etc. So writing to the disk and reading from the disk. Similarly, writing to the files and reading from the files, and of course similarly writing to the network and reading from the network. So these operations can be performed by using these input stream and output stream abstract classes. So now let us see some important byte stream classes. So byte stream has some important classes. These classes are tabled as here. Stream class, that is its name of the class and its description. Here the buffered input stream is one class and it is used for buffered input stream. Similarly, buffered output stream is another class which is used for buffered output stream. And also we have data input stream, contains method for reading Java standard data type. So data input stream contains methods for reading Java standard data type. So this is data input stream is another class. buffered input stream, buffered output stream, data input stream. These are the different classes in byte stream. And of course, data output stream, an output stream that contains method for writing Java standard data type. Input stream is to read Java standard data type, and data output stream is to write Java standard data type. File input stream that reads from a file. So file input stream is a class that is used to read from a file. File output stream is a class that is used to write to a file. Input stream, abstract class that describes stream input. Output stream is an abstract class that describes stream output. Print stream, output stream that contain print and println methods. So in the previous programs, whatever we have written so far, we know that we have written the methods like print and println in the system.out.println. So these are the methods which are contained by print stream class under java.io package. So these are the various classes that are present in the byte stream. Buffered. So the classes are buffered input stream, buffered output stream, data input stream, data output stream, file input stream, file output stream. Of course, input stream and output stream are abstract classes for input stream and for output stream. And print stream is another abstract class which contain methods println and print. So these classes define several key methods. The two most important are read method and write method. Read method reads byte of data. Write method writes byte of data. So this is about byte stream. Note down these classes, just their names and their descriptions. In this tabular column, you can note down.
Sir, previous slide వేయండి సార్.
ఇదా?
Yes, sir.
జస్ట్ ఆ క్లాస్ నేము, ఆ డిస్క్రిప్షన్, ఆ 2 లైన్లు మాత్రం రాసుకోండి. ఒకసారి రాస్తే మీకు బాగా ఈజీ గుర్తుంటాయి. ఇది కంప్లీట్ అవగానే చెప్పండి, నెక్స్ట్ స్లైడ్ మూవ్ చేస్తాను.
Completed, sir. Completed, sir.
Okay. So here these are the two methods, read and write methods. So that is about byte stream. Now let us go for second type, character stream. Character stream is also defined by using two abstract classes at the top of hierarchy. They are reader and writer. So character stream, the two abstract classes are reader and writer. Like in byte stream, input stream and output stream, here we have character stream, reader and writer. So these two abstract classes have several concrete classes that handle Unicode character. So Unicode character Unicode in the sense any language which is available in all over world, any language character can be handled by this Unicode. Some important character stream classes. So these are the buffered reader. Akkada, like how we had buffered input stream, ikkada buffer reader, buffered writer, like how we had there buffered output stream. So buffered reader handles buffered input stream, buffered writer handles buffered output stream, file input stream along with the file reader, input stream that reads file, file writer, file output stream along with the file writer, output stream that writes to file. Input stream reader, input stream that translate byte to character. Output stream reader, output stream that translates character to byte. And print writer, output stream that contain print and println methods. Of course, reader and writer are abstract classes that define character stream input, and this define character stream output. So you just note down this. Under character stream.
స్లైడ్ కొంచెం కిందకి వెళ్ళండి. పైకి
Huh?
స్లైడ్ కొంచెం పైకి పంపించండి.
ఇప్పుడు
ఇదిగా ఇట్లా కిందికి
ఇదే ఇదే ఇప్పుడు
సార్
just heading stream class description. మూవ్ చేసేదే
సార్
Completed.
These two lines, reader and writer, you can note down. Okay, is it over? So let us see reading console input. So we use the object of buffer reader class to take inputs from the keyboard. So this is how we write the code to take inputs from the keyboard. So buffer reader and its object BR. Any name you can give, like any name, whatever you want, you can write here. But here we have written BR. It is object of buffer reader class, object reference variable BR equal to new buffered reader within brackets new input stream reader within brackets system dot in. So here this input stream reader is a subclass of reader class. It converts bytes to character, and this is console inputs are read from this. Through keyboard, whatever you type in, that will be read into this, and this input stream reader, it converts bytes to character. So here reading character, read method is used with buffer reader object to read characters. As this function returns integer type value, we need to use typecasting to convert it into character type. Let us see some example here. Integer read throws IO exception. This read method, because it is throwing some exception, it has to be specified by throws keyword. Throws, since it throws IO exception, so throws IO exception. So a sample example which is explaining character input. So class name is char read, public static void main, string arguments, buffer reader, this statement, whatever we have written here, buffer reader, br equal to new buffer reader, new input stream reader, system dot in. Character C equal to br dot read. Read method we are using to read the character which is typed through keyboard. So, and this read method returns integer type. The return type of this read is integer type. So we need to use casting within brackets char. So char C equal to char br dot read. So it reads character and that will be assigned to the character C. Let us execute this program and see what is the output we get here. Now I am creating, I have launched Eclipse software. I am creating a file of type class. File name is char. Read. So let us copy this. And let us print here import java dot reroute dot here it is capital letters. Buffer reader. So here THROWS throws remove. These are the corrections we need to make. ఇది మీకు కనపడుతుందా? ఇది స్క్రీన్ కనపడుతుందమ్మా? నేను టైప్ చేసే ఎక్లిప్స్ స్క్రీన్ కనపడుతుంది కదమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
These are the corrections I made. So now there are no errors in this program. Let us execute this and check what is the output we get. So here Before this, we'll type one more. Let us run this. So it is asking enter character. Let me enter. I am entering D. So entered character is D. So this is the output you are getting. So the changes I made here for the program. Let me share my PPT. Here I have written throws. Let me show that PPT. So in this program, I have changed. Here I have written throws IO exception. ఇది కనపడుతుంది కదమ్మా PPT is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ మీరు నేను చేంజ్ చేసినట్టు ఇక్కడ రాసుకోండి. ఎక్లిప్స్లో ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఇక్కడ చేంజ్ చేశాను. ఈ పైన ఇంపోర్ట్ జావా డాట్ ఐఓ డాట్ స్టార్ అని రాశాను, సేమ్ క్యారెక్టర్ నేమ్. ఇది ఇక్కడ థ్రోస్ ఐఓ ఎక్సెప్షన్ అనేది రాశాను. ఇక్కడ బఫర్డ్ రీడర్ BR ఈక్వల్ టు న్యూ బఫర్డ్, ఇక్కడ ఆర్ క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్, ఈ స్మాల్ ఆర్ తీసేసి క్యాపిటల్ ఆర్ పెట్టాను. అట్లే ఇన్పుట్ స్ట్రీమ్ ఎస్, స్మాల్ ఎస్ తీసేసి క్యాపిటల్ ఎస్ పెట్టాను. ఈ లైన్ తర్వాత సిస్టమ్ డాట్ అవుట్ డాట్ println విత్ ఇన్ ది డబుల్ కోట్ స్ట్రింగ్ ఎంటర్ క్యారెక్టర్ కోలన్ అని పెట్టాను. తర్వాత ఇది యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్. ఈ లైన్ తర్వాత సిస్టమ్ డాట్ అవుట్ డాట్ println డబుల్ కోట్ లో స్ట్రింగ్ ఎంటర్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఈజ్, డబుల్ కోట్ అయిన తర్వాత ప్లస్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్న సి అక్కడ రాశాను. అది చేంజ్. ఆ చేంజెస్తో ఆ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయింది. నేను వర్డ్ ఫార్మాట్ షేర్ చేస్తాను. షేర్ చేసి అక్కడే నేను కరెక్ట్ చేస్తాను. యూ కెన్ ఆల్సో నోట్ డౌన్. సో ఇది ఈ వర్డ్ ఫైల్ కనపడుతుందా? ఈ ప్రోగ్రాంలో కరెక్షన్ చేస్తున్నాను, అవి జాగ్రత్తగా నోట్ చేసుకోండి. బఫర్డ్ రీడర్, ఇక్కడ ఆర్ క్యాపిటల్ లెటర్, Yes, capital letter. Yes. Complete program is this. Note చేసుకోండి. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అర్థమైంది కదమ్మా? నోట్ చేసుకున్నారా?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
So with this we'll wind up today's class.
So, sir, explain the program.
ఏంటమ్మా? ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్.
Program. Yes, sir.
So as soon as you try to run this program execution starts from this point, public static void main. ఇక్కడ మనం ఈ బఫర్డ్ రీడర్ ఇన్పుట్ రిలేటెడ్ క్లాసెస్ యూజ్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి డెఫినెట్గా ఈ మెయిన్ మెథడ్ ఒక ఎక్సెప్షన్ను ఐఓ రిలేటెడ్ ఎక్సెప్షన్ త్రో చేస్తుంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ త్రోస్ ఐఓ ఎక్సెప్షన్ అని రాశాను. ఓకే, దెన్ this line tries to capture the input whatever you give through keyboard. So using the system.in, mana keyboard console నుండి input whatever you try to that input that will be captured by this statement. So here it will ask system.out.println, this will be executed. So you will get the first statement, enter character అని అడుగుతుంది. Then once you try to enter that character, that will be read by this method, read method. This read method basically it returns integer. మనకు క్యారెక్టర్లోకి కావాలి కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ కాస్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నాం, క్యార్ అని కాస్టింగ్ చేస్తున్నాం. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ దిస్ రీడ్ మెథడ్ reads, that will be converted into character and that is assigned to character C. Then this statement will be executed Here you will get output as entered char is. ఈ సిలో ఏ క్యారెక్టర్ అయితే అసైన్ ఉంటుందో అది ఇక్కడ అవుట్పుట్గా వస్తుంది. సో నేను ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి చూపించాను. డి ఎంటర్ చేస్తున్నా, ఎంటర్డ్ క్యారెక్టర్ ఫస్ట్ ఇది అడిగింది, ఎంటర్ క్యారెక్టర్ అడిగింది. నేను కీబోర్డ్లో ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ ఏదో డి ఎంటర్ చేశా. ఈ ఎంటర్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఎంటర్డ్ క్యార్ ఈజ్ డి అని డిస్ప్లే అయింది. అది దట్స్ ఆల్. ఓకేనా?
Okay, sir.
Okay. With this, we will wind up today's class. You can leave the class.